Hello, art people. Welcome to day 2 of Moonlight Light Source. Last time we did a sketch. This time we're going to just paint the base of everything. We're not going to do these details like the leaves or fireworks or details in the roof or anything like that. Just a base layer for everything. Next time we'll add the details. I am developing. What does developing mean? Yeah, it means to build, to create a painting that depicts a light source, such as a moon. Why are we doing that? So that you can analyze how present technologies are impacting the presentation and preservation of artists' paintings. Very good. I'll know I've got it when I have deduced an answer for at least one analysis question for how present technologies are impacting the presentation and or preservation of artist paintings. So you are going to have to answer one of these questions. Where, who, what, why, how are the technologies impacting the preservation and presentation of art? Okay. Now, before we get to that, we're going to watch a video. I think you guys are going to really like it. In my opinion, it is satisfying to watch. This is called Tints and Shades. I'm going to pause the video here and we're going to roll over to this video and watch it. All right, now that we've learned about that, we have another video we need to watch. This is about the preservation of a certain artist painting. Who's our inspiration artist for this lesson? Yeah, Vincent van Gogh. He has a museum. There's a whole Van Gogh museum. Anyway, this video takes place at the museum. I'll go ahead and pause our video so we can watch this one now. All right, what do you guys think of that video? Pretty cool, right? Okay, now we're all going to take a Post-it. All right, let's get our artwork out. If you're the bear, you can get the folder for your table and pass out the artwork at your table. Wonderful. And we're going to need these. These are called paint palettes. These are tools. So our puppy dogs get these. Puppy dogs, you can get the paint palettes. You're not going to pour out a lot of paint. You're going to pour out a normal amount. So for instance, first I'm going to paint my moon. So am I going to just fill up this whole thing with white paint? No, I'm just going to put a little bit of white paint and paint my moon. We don't want to waste the paint. If you get out too much paint, then you won't get to use the paint anymore. If we get frustrated, are we going to take our paintbrush and just smudge it all together and cover up all of our drawing and essentially throw a temper tantrum on our paper? Nope, we're not going to do that. If you're frustrated, just take a break from it. Okay, and then another thing that I've seen some students do that we don't want to do is paint and then decide that we don't like it and then decide to tear this up or throw it away and go get a new piece of paper. We're not going to do that either because I'm actually almost out of this nice paper to paint on. So if you don't like something, you will just paint over it next time when it's dry. Or you can turn it into something else. It can be a happy accident. Okay? So no temper tantrums. We're just going to do our best and have fun. So that being said, if we all promise to do our best and not just make a mess, then we can get out our supplies. If you're just going to make a mess and decide that this is playtime, then you're not going to get to use the paint. Okay. This paint that we're using today, this bottle paint, it does stain your clothes. So if you're somebody who is super messy, you can just use the crayons. You can sit at a different table and use some crayons. You don't need to paint. But if you feel like you can push your sleeves up and have a lot of self-control, wear an apron and not get paint all over your clothing, then you get to use the acrylic paint. Okay? I've seen a lot of students be successful with this. So 4th graders, you can do this. I believe in you. Okay. If you are the kitty cat, you can get out the paint bottles. And puppy dogs, you can get out the cups of water and the paintbrushes. All right. So you guys can go ahead and pick your first color that you want to use and get some of that out on your paint palette. And as you can tell, this paint is already wet. It's not like watercolor, it's already wet. So you can go ahead and start painting with it. The paint water is just to clean our brushes. Okay. So once you paint something in, then you can clean out your brush, swish, 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 in there actually while you get another color. You just shake it a little bit. And you can mix colors. You can mix 2 colors at a time. But we're not just squirting every color in the world on our paint palette and then mixing it all together. We're not doing that. But if you wanted to mix a little blue and white, that's totally fine. If you wanted to add a little green to your blue, that's fine. As long as we're working responsibly. You need to use the paint that you mix. Okay. So just think about doing everything one step at a time. You don't need to get out all the colors right away. Just get out the color when you're ready to use it. All right, you guys. Once you have one layer of paint on every part of your painting, you are done. So let's talk about cleaning up these paint bottles. So first of all, with our paintbrushes, when we clean them, we just kind of swish, 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 and then we slide, slide, and then we put them in the pink cups with the hair facing up. Okay. They don't really live in the water. The water is just where we clean them. And where do the paintings go? On the drying rack. And how do you know which part of the drying rack to put it on? Yeah, it's the shelf on the drying rack that has a piece of paper that matches your table color. So great job. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.